Hello YouTube. So today we are finally doing the first official tier list. I have done one tier list earlier, but that was for the demo. I had way less time. Right now I put a ton of hours in. Let me pull up my Steam. I have 165 hours in Rivals and also 71 in the demo. So a bunch. And then I also played a little bit offline and early in the playtest. So I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the game so far. I am also rank 1. Hey, you should listen to this guy. Subscribe to youtube.com/Leffen. The only EU player currently in EU that is in the top 15 even. Big gap. So yeah, I think I've learned a lot about the game. We also know when the first balance patch is going to come out. The first balance patch is going to be December 3rd, and then they're going to patch the game with small balance changes. I think the December 3rd patch is going to be a pretty big one. And this one is going to be like addressing a couple of issues. But since then, they're going to do small balance changes every Tuesday, the first Tuesday of every month, at least for the beginning. I think that's a little bit much personally, maybe, but we'll see how it works out. Hopefully they, patch until they like the game and then they stop, and then let it sit for a little bit. I think that's the best way. But either way, if you don't know, Rivals 2 is out. It's been doing big numbers. Really been enjoying playing this. Heavily considered playing this game seriously if it gets into Evo. I've been playing every single character but Clairen. Yeah, basically master plus rank on everyone. Play them throughout the demo. So I think I have a very good chance. And I also think I have a pretty unique view because in this rank, in this tier list, I will not be ranking how other Rivals players and PM players and some other Smash players rank characters. Because I care about practicality. I care about what is the best pick for you to play today, not what is the best pick if we played this version for 5 more years, right? That's how most people rank it. Like it or not, most people view potential over everything, not what the current strength is. So we're also doing pros and cons. So I will be ranking potential on a scale from, on a scale from 1 to 10, or maybe like potential range, like, S tier. But that is not what we're going to be ranking them from. We're only ranking them on current strength, right? Potential is only going to be like near future potential. So like, I have not seen this character, but I could see them go up like within the month. Not this could happen forever. Because here's the thing. We're not playing this version of the game forever. It is getting changed in less than a month. For you to pick up a character right now and do well, and for anyone, like for me, to pick a main, what matters is not who the theoretical best character with 10,000 hours is. What matters is who is the most likely character to win and to do well in ranks at top level. We're not ranking who the best character at low level is. That does not matter. That tier list is a completely different one. If you guys want me to make a guide on like how to pick a main, just describing characters on a scale like that, maybe let me know in the comments. But this is going to be for top level, and we're going to break down specifically how good they are in tournament, an offline tournament environment with all its flaws, not ranked, not best of 3, not friendlies, not casuals, none of that shit, not theory crafting, practical. How good are these characters played by humans? November 2024. All right, so we're going to start from the bottom. Starting off, I don't think there's any bad characters. Now, it is a first version, technically, so that could be considered good. But I would also say that because this game has both been cracked, beta tested it for an entire year, and there's been testers, and it's porting characters from a previous game, it is not as impressive as it otherwise could be that the game is balanced, but still, I think the balance in the game is pretty good. You can bring any character to master rank without issues. The strength differences in this game, I think, only happen at top level, and I think they will be way more pronounced as time goes on rather than being super pronounced now. But there are some outliers, and we'll talk a lot about those. D does not mean that you can't be strong, okay? S, to in this tier list, is going to be like, the best or the best couple characters. All right, so first off, the worst character in the game, in my opinion, and not by a long shot, is Forsburn. Why Forsburn? So, cons. Doesn't excel at anything. There's nothing in this game that you or Chad can name that Forsburn is the best at out of anyone in this cast. Nothing. The only thing I guess you could say is like you can knowledge check people with the clone, but like smoke is in general pretty bad in this game because the camera follows you. Vertical play, no. Vertical play is way better with Wrastor, Ranno, a bunch of other characters. Forsburn doesn't have amazing counter picks. So a pro we're going to do is knowledge check. Clone. Best one-hit move, Waft. That's also not true. Not even close to true. There's way stronger moves than Waft. Safe, F smash, up smash. So a big problem is poor killing options, bad low percent combo starters, weak to CC. So doesn't have a lot of moves that break CC, does not have a lot of combo starters at low percent. In general, does not do a lot of damage. Bottom 3 recovery. So the recovery can't go very far, but I still get a lot more kills on Forsburn than any other character outside of the other bottom 3s when it comes to edge guarding. The recovery is also just like not strong enough to where Forsburn can like fly out of there and try to edge guard you. If he had a better recovery, he could also edge guard a lot better. I would say his edge guarding is a strength, but it's not enough of a strength. He's not the GOAT at edge guarding, mostly due to his back air being too slow. But yeah, in general, honestly, does not have any big weaknesses. All of these weaknesses are like, they're mentionable, but they're not like brutal. It's not like, oh, I will never get comboed by Forsburn 0. No, it's mostly that like he needs to tech chase to get anything from low percent. He can't like throw you into a combo like have the top tiers can. Like all the top tiers basically can do a throw to break CC and shield, and then do either a really strong tech chase or an outright combo and then follow up from there. Forsburn has to do a really bad tech chase where he can only really tech chase with grab on reaction. And yeah, his upper doesn't scale, his fair doesn't scale much, which leads you to some fair strings and upper strings, but on average, he does not combo as hard as the best characters, in my opinion. That said, I think he's very strong if you don't know how to play against him, and I think he is definitely a threat until you get really good versus him. Next up, and this is going to ruffle some feathers. Wrastor. No. Okay, I'm not making a pump. Maypul. I think Maypul's shit. Okay, not shit. I think Maypul is not that good. Now hold the phone. A lot of other Maypul players and a lot of other Rivals 1 players have been saying that Maypul is actually the GOAT. Actually, the best character in the game. First off, Maypul has maybe arguably the worst results, like in all of Rivals. Let me pull up the Coinbox top 64 for reference. There are some Maypuls, but there's almost never any in top 8. I think only once in the Coinbox has Maypul made top 8, and it was not like high top 8. So why is Maypul so bad? Well, honestly, why is Maypul so good? I'm gonna turn it around. I'm doing that. Tell me why Maypul is good without mentioning speed. She is fast. Fucking knew it. The reality is that Maypul has strengths, but those strengths are not as valuable in this game as they were in Rivals 1. So, my theory is that Maypul is very, very overrated, basically, due to being very strong in Rivals 1 and people not making the connection that maybe things are different in this game. That's my personal opinion. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Let me explain further. So, in Rivals 1, there was no shields. Parry was better. And so the main way you defended in that game was to move. You moved out of the way and then you came back. In that type of system, I think Maypul is a lot better because Maypul's the fastest character in the game by a decent margin. However, in a game with shields and CC, moving around is not nearly as important. It comes down a lot more to when you're in a place, what are you doing, right? Now, Maypul has some good things when you're not moving. Like, Lily is probably the best move Maypul has. But even Lily, like, at least from what I've seen, all the Maypul plays, they drop the Lily combos unless you're wrapped, right? And even when you're wrapped, very rarely, unless you're above like 120, does Lily wrap into smash kills. And that's a lot. Like, you need to get them to 120, and Maypul does not shit out damage. Then you need to have Lily placed in an area where she doesn't die. Lily is the downbeat, like the plant. Then you need to tether them. Like, you need to put the seed on them. Then you need to hit them into Lily. Meanwhile, Kragg just fucking looks your way and you die. Like, there's so many setup points here, and none of these can combo into each other. You can't combo into having seed on and then also having Lily on and then also hitting them in, right? Plant hit without the wrap is just really hard to combo consistently from, and especially into kill moves, because all the kill moves Maypul has are slow, right? And here's the thing. How does Maypul kill you early? This game, it's a 3-stock game. It's so important to be able to cheese you early. I don't see it, man. Like, when I get killed early by Maypul, it's legit I got charged F smash by the edge with tether on, and I was not like looking at how they were positioning. The upper strengths, I have seen that more watching Rivals 1 than I have ever seen in Rivals 2, and I only watched Rivals 1 for like 2 top 8s. And in those 2 top 8s, I saw the kill off the top with tether work way more consistently than I ever saw in this game. Because with SDI being stronger in this game, the mix-up that you used to do before, where you tethered up and then you did upper or nair, is not real anymore. You can hold away so that you don't die from nair upwards, and then you can SDI up with the C-stick, or do it slightly later, like do a wiggle SDI. And in general, Maypul's combo game is just not that strong. What's her combo stars from low percent? Right? Fair? No, Fair does not combo into grab at 0. It actually doesn't combo for a while, which is a really big deal, because if Fair comboed better into like grab, then Maypul would have a lot easier time against CC. Down tilt? No, CC. F tilt? CC. Up tilt? CC. Up air? You're hitting an up air at 0? Even then, you're not linking more than 2 uppers in a row. Dash attack? CC. Tech? You get full... Her dash attack is so bad. Like, it's high... Like, when it works, it's great. But when it doesn't work, it's the worst dash attack in the game, because it gets you full comboed. You just grab shouldn't be too hard with her speed. What throw does she do? You haven't thought of that, right? Up throw, DI away, no combo. Forward throw and back throw, you can tech chase, but what are you tech chasing with? Another forward throw, back throw? So you're just like doing like a mid tech chase? Are you tech chasing with dash attack? No, that's getting CC teched. Throw into plant. And then what? How much damage does the plant do? You're doing less than a Kragg pummel. And you used up Lily. And you got a grab. And you threw them into it. Like, come on here. That is not that broken. Textures with side B. Side B and down B do not combo into anything. That's another really big thing. In the majority of use cases, unless you're side Bing someone into Lily, side B does not combo truly into anything. Maybe F tilt, depending on the spacing. Does Maypul have some kill setups? Yeah, you can do like F tilt into tether at 150. You can do like up tilt into tether at 150. But like, nair into nair tether at 150. Sometimes you can do double fair. But like, outside of that, you're generally like trying to snipe someone with upper at the top of the screen, which is really hard in this game. Or you're doing like down to up B. But down to up B only works on bad DI. Up B doesn't combo into anything. Up B barely combos from anything that's not bad DI. It's not fast enough really to reaction textures with a lot of time. It's decent on shield, but like for the most part, Maypul, you're gonna have to kill them at 150 with an edge guard, and Maypul's definitely not the best edge guarder, although she does have high peaks when like sometimes you get really good edge guards. Or you're landing a smash, right? And her smashes are not good at all. I don't know how people have gaslit themselves. I think Maypul smashes are some of the worst in the game. They're all slow. None of them can reaction tech chase. Like down smash is pretty strong at the edge, but like outside of that, like yeah, Maypul F smash with tether kills at like 80, but Kragg F smash kills at 50 with no setup. And they're all unsafe on shield. They're not like Forsburns. Like Forsburn F smash is huge and safe. Maypul F smash is huge and unsafe. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. This character does not have a good success. There are some people doing decently, like Simba 1 LMM, but I don't think a single performance is enough to make this character be considered top tier. So far, the best Maypul I've actually seen is Amsa from Japan, but Amsa has not won anything yet. And in general, I just think Amsa looks like a very strong player, not, because of Maypul. Maybe there is potential in the future, but again, we're not rating potential. We are rating current strength. How good is Maypul going to be this month? And how good has Maypul been in the past? All right, let's look. Bottom, 1 coin box. Near the bottom, only Wrastor let's played. And then 6 players. This is the peak. Half of what Kragg's placed is the absolute peak. And this is only top 64. In none of these did Maypul place top 4. Anyway, what I would like to say is that Maypul potential A to B tier. Forsburn is also B tier. So when I write potential, this is like at max I could see Forsburn go up to B. With Maypul, because she's so underrepresented, the ranges are going to be bigger. Maypul is a very fast character, so I could see a world where she goes up to A. It's possible. I just think it's unlikely. I would say her current strength is maximum B tier, though. Confusing. Knowledge checks. Small. Bad combo game. Bad combo starters. Bad VSCC. Bad recovery. Yes, the recovery is bad. I get so many fucking more kills versus Maypul than any character outside of Forsburn and Zetterburn. I would say bottom 3 recovery. Bottom 3 recovery. Just like Forsburn. I would say the gap after 3 is notable too. Like very notable. Tether isn't massively Impactful. Parry versus Lily is very strong. You can't really set up Lily in between stocks well, and you can't really set up Lily mid-game without risking getting punished. Best safety versus shield. Meh, edge guarding. Risky / inconsistent kill options. In general, Maypul just gets very easy to combo. So Maypul has more strength than Forsburn, even though like they're not numerous here. I would still say that these strengths matter a fuck ton. It's just I just think the weaknesses are too big of a deal. And I think people just don't want to see it. I think people just rate Maypul because Maypul was top tier in the previous game and they don't want to see it. They can't accept that maybe this is a new game. Maybe this isn't Rivals 1. Maybe CC and tech chasing and ledge hogging matters. And right now, Maypul ain't it. All right, so next up, we're going to have Orcane. Orcane is a decently big question mark for me. I would say the biggest problem with Orcane is just that Orcane struggles with some matchups and some inconsistency issues with like back air. You can tell me that the back air works perfectly, but whenever I watch Orcane players, they drop it half the time and they will lose crucial games due to the back air whiffing. Orcane is not a very picked character. Has some pretty big problems versus good parry usage, in my opinion. Like sliding parry to parry the bubbles is a really big deal, in my opinion. But Orcane is a massive knowledge check. Is one of the better characters versus the heavies and the floaties, which is actually meta defining. So depending on how you rate this, if you rate this in a theoretical world, I actually think Orcane might be B. But the problem with Orcane is that a lot of the most common characters like Clairen, Zetterburn, Ranno, these characters do really well versus Orcane, in my opinion. And I think in the real world, losing matchups to like the 3 most common characters is a pretty big deal. And I don't actually think Orcane beats Kragg, unfortunately. So yeah, even maybe if Wrastor, Fleet, Loxodont, Kragg were more popular, maybe the tier list would be different. But as of right now, it seems pretty rough. But yeah, has a lot of knowledge checks. Struggles with edge guarding, I would say, due to really poor knockback growth from everything that's not back air and fair and like tipper up air, but like there are really small hitboxes. Has some really broken stuff though, like neutral B is really fucked up, Nair is really fucked up. Amazing throws, above average smashes, especially with the puddle. Downer into downer into downer, it's like a really fucked link that people don't really use enough. In general, pretty good at killing, pretty good damage building. But yeah, just like slightly limited and a little bit gimmicky in my opinion. Like relying a bit too much on your opponent not being ready to look out for like the bubbles, not playing around puddle properly, not being ready for reverse fair, DIing backer properly. You know, a lot of these things like help a lot. Tier, I would say A to C. I think Orcane has a lot of potential, but right now I don't see it, basically. Where would I rank myself worldwide? I mean, number 1, duh. Worldwide leaderboards, hello. Only Rivals tournament I entered, I top 8'd. So basically, I think Orcane could be argued to be B tier because of depending on the matchup. Very matchup relying character. Good versus floaties. Really annoying to play versus. Knowledge checks. Fast / confusing. Great throws. Cons. Edge guarding. Inconsistency in kit, bear, bubbles, basically. Makes it really hard to be consistent in tournament. Recovery, 4th worst recovery. Far above the bot 3 though. So basically, like, if you're above someone with Orcane, you're not that threatening. You really only have Nair and down B. If you're like horizontally above them, you really have nothing. Like, a lot of characters in this cast have like four broken aerials, right? Minimum. And they just have a lot of specials that are good in like every way. And so they can just move in more ways. Orcane's Nair covers a lot of blind spots, but it is not like a move that kills you at 0. It isn't a move that kills you at 100. So like it just lacks a little bit. What's up, Toph? You got a question since I'm an Orcane player? Hit me. But I also play neutral and stuff. Rare, I know. Yeah, the problem with Orcane is that I could be wrong because the average Orcane player isn't like playing neutral. They're just max AP aiming. What does the counterplay to Orcane Fair? You can SDI out of it a lot of the time if they don't get hit, like if you get hit by the bubble part. The problem with Orcane Fair in terms of the reverse hitbox is that it's not safe on shield if you're close enough to punish it. You can parry it if they go from far. It does have a hitbox, like it's not a bad hitbox, but you can beat it with basically every lasting move. It's a very annoying move though, but like if you find your character's answer to it, like a tilt that prioritizes it, or a way to just avoid it, it does become pretty hard. Also, DIing this move properly is like a really important thing, which people don't currently do. Like people DI this the worst possible way. So this is when the hitbox comes out. Like this can beat some moves, and it doesn't look bad. But in terms of rivals moves, this is not the most amazing move. It's pretty slow. It's actually parryable in reaction. Neutral skipping with it towards you. Oh, the bubbles are not like you can just hit them basically. If you have an active hitbox, you will hit the bubbles and they will go away. All right, we're gonna move on the tier list. I already know people are mad at me for this, but I'm gonna put Lox here. So many people would put Lox down here, even though he has really good results and everything. They would tell you some fucked up, made up thing, like just parry the up B, or he gets comboed, or he's slow, or I don't fucking know. Like I've heard every lie possible told about Loxodont. Like, oh, you can just edge guard him this way, and I play them with Loxodont and shit on them, and it's like, yeah, you just didn't do the thing. Like, no, you did the thing. I just beat the thing, right? This character is so fucked up. He's like, his current strength is like insane. He's the like top 2 most represented characters at top level in terms of ranks. He's so fucking simple, which I really, really value in tournament. Yeah, the character just he just does brain dead combos that lead to like 60%. Like up throw, jab, nair, back air, down air, fair can all lead to like huge combos. Neutral B also leads to combos. Down tilt leads to combos. Up tilt leads to combos. Dash attack leads to like side B leads to combos. Down B leads to combos. Him recovering leads to combos. Like he just gets so much fucking mileage. His smashes are inconsistent in the way that like they work consistently, but they're a bit awkward to use until you learn them, and they're very slow, so they're like hard call out smashes. But up smash and down smash are amazing at tech chasing, like on platforms. And sometimes you can just combo into them and kill ridiculously early. Yeah, everyone fucking talks shit. Like everyone's just fucking full of shit about this character. They all act like they beat this character for free, and then you watch them and they just lose to it. Like, oh, you can just edge guard it. No, you can't. Loxodont is also one of 3 floaty characters, along with Wrastor Fleet. And being floaty in this game is fucking broken. Being floaty means that you will not be comboed. Being floaty means that you can't be kill confirmed by most characters. It's such a fucking big deal. Now, Loxodont is bigger, so he does get comboed at mid percent especially, but at low percent, you can CC everything because he's the heaviest character in the game. At high percent, you don't die from the kill confirms. Like Ranno down till into up smash, for example, requires really bad DI most of the time for Lox to die. Because at any percent, he can just kind of DI away. And it's really hard to make it work. Same thing with like Zetterburn, same thing with Wrastor. Like these characters just like a lot of characters are really struggle killing Loxodont. Especially because his recovery is fucking insanely broken. He has so many timing mix-ups. They give him another mix-up since the demo patch where he can just down B fake. His down B is like absurd. Side B is absurd. I think the projectile's great as well. He has tons of kill potential. Back air and neutral B are amazing kill moves. Downer is fucked up. Like basically everyone I see that plays Loxodont gets their best results playing Loxodont. Like they could just play him for like a day and you see them have their highest rank with Loxodont like almost instantly. I saw Pipsqueak do it today, for example, when I was watching his stream. I got it for the first time. Like it was the easiest one character to hit Masters with. Yeah, he's just incredible character. Super underrated just because people have the stigma against heavies. Like people just assume like, oh, but maybe Loxodont's gonna not be that strong in 4 years. Well, this isn't in 4 years. We don't know. He's probably gonna be buffed 10 times because everyone's downplaying this character. Right now, he's doing well. Right now, he's scary. He's plays in top 8. Like, can't we just rate him for how he obviously is and not how you want him to be? How you feel like he should be? Also, people will say like, oh, he has bad frame data because his jab is like 7. Dude, his jab is the most used jab in the game by far. Only like Clairen, which is also a slower jab, comes close. It's because in this game, you don't need a get off me jab. You have shield, you have CC, you have roll, you have fucking CC, grab, you have parry, like shield drop. You can get out of almost any situation with any character without using like wake up jab, right? That's not even that strong anymore, even though I don't care what people do it. It's frame 4. It's pretty slow. Frame 4 at best. Instead, Loxodont has a fucked up jab that like combos into everything. Anti-airs, beats people approaching on the ground, massive disjoint, whiff cancels. I don't know. I play this character myself. I know he's broke. I play so many people who play Lox and another character and you just smoke the fuck out of their other character and then they pick Lox. I'm like, holy shit, this is hard. Sometimes when they recover badly and you can get in on them, you can destroy a Loxodont player. And that makes you feel like, oh wow, why can't I just do that every game? The problem is that the other couple games, they like DI away from you and then you realize that, oh shit, wait, Loxodont has like the most disjoints in the game and breaks CC super early and he has combos from everything. So you also die in one hit. Enough about Loxodont. So we're down to the top 6. I think the next character is Zetterburn. Actually, let me do Loxodont's potential. B to D. In the future, I could see him become the worst character in the game. But that's just the future. Right now, I think he's minimum B tier. S to B. Like his card, this is how fucked up he is, right? I think he could be up here to here right now, and then in the future he could be from here to here. Pros, insane range, infinite recovery, combos from everything, kills early and consistently, amazing throws, great projectile, extremely simple and easy, very hard to kill and combo. Cons: no amazing out of shield option, not the fastest. Big. That's it. Cool. All right, so Zetterburn. Why is Zetterburn down here? I thought about this, and I think Zetterburn's the hardest character in the game to rank. I could see a world where he's S tier or A tier, but right now I feel like when you play this game and you play best of 3, and someone just hits you with Zetterburn, when you're Zetterburn, you have to realize that you might die even when you're 0. at 0 because you can get edge guard in this game. Zetterburn has clearly the worst recovery in the game, and I've heard some people say that, oh, I would never get edge guard at Zetterburn. Then fucking play him, man. In reality, you get edge guarded by Zetterburn all the fucking time. Not every time. His recovery is still way better than a melee character, but being barely better than a melee character in Rivals of Aether 2, where every single character is broken as fuck recovery, that's not very good. That means you die all the time. Zetterburn's recovery means he can't go down there and try to spike you, because if the opponent gets past him, maybe Zetterburn's going to die now. Zetterburn's recovery means that he can double jump freely, when he's off stage, because what if they hit him? Now he might die. Now, his output is crazy, but I think the biggest thing I've noticed with Zetterburn is that basically he gets comboed absurdly hard. He combos very well and pretty consistently, but he struggles getting true zero to death combos like some of the best characters. And Shine being CCable, at first I thought it wasn't that big of a deal because you don't need Shine, but I think it keeps him out of contention for the best character in the game, because Shine is like the only move in the entire game that you can hold down on and just shield. Like you get hit by Shine, you hold down. Sometimes you get to play a mix-up, right? Like they can Shine Grab, but then if you don't hold down, then the Shine Grab just whiffs, and now you're plus. I also think a lot of the best characters just have really good out-of-shield options versus Shine. Like Parry is obviously very strong, but just buffering like Nair out of shield is absurdly strong for a lot of characters, or back out of shield. Just in general, combo fodder. But yeah, Zetterburn is really hard to rank. My Zetterburn did really well for a lot of people, but I felt as if I was, I was carrying the character a bit more. Don't get me wrong though, definitely not a hard character to play compared to any other Spacey. Like the easiest Spacey by far ever made, right? Not counting, Smash 4 Ultimate. Those don't count. Yeah, like baby tier Spacey, right? But yeah, I was in general, while the output is very high, I feel like even just needing flames to kill it early is like a little bit too much in this game, where like most characters can just win with no setup. But yeah, I would say still very strong, high potential, really hard to rank. Could go from S to B. S to C depending on the day. I'm feeling a little pessimistic today, but like give me one good Zetterburn to face versus and maybe I'll change my mind. Potential S to B. Like eventually this is where Zetterburn's going to be, but he's not there right now, and that's what we count, right? Also, Zetterburn was easily the most nerfed character from the demo. He lost 5 weight, and downer into like charge smash doesn't work because they reduced the hit stun from downer, like spiking someone when they were grounded, which he was easily the most affected by. Because he lost a lot of kill windows. Like he could downer someone at like 70 and then just charge F smash and kill someone. Current strength. A to C. Pros. Shine. Great damage output. Amazing aerials. Solid tilts. Good throws. Great projectile. Guarding inconsistent, but high reward. Basically, like versus some characters, you can really fuck them up. But it's inconsistent. But if you land on stage versus Zetterburn, he has like almost the best punish. Kill confirms. Cons. Worst recovery. By far. Still good. Combo fodder. I would say meh versus floaties. I actually think Zetterburn is not that good versus floaties, like Ranno, Loxodont, and Fleet. Even though he can kill them early with like up smash. Like he kills Wrastor very early, but like he has to land a raw up smash a lot of the time. Shine being CC'd, not the best like semi-inconsistent combo routes. Like his combo routes are just like pretty finicky and require a lot of reads. Now he's still like, oh yeah, best shield pusher. Yeah, his combo routes are just like semi-inconsistent where like they need like, they are a lot weaker against perfect DI, but it is hard to perfectly DI them. But a lot of them require like multi-hits, like Nair's a multi-hit. Back air and Shine just have very, very little hit stun. Really hard to confirm. This could be maybe different offline, but like, yeah, just kind of hard to confirm things. Hard to reaction tech chess with him. You know, edge guard is the same way. Like you just need to be really, really on point. I think eventually Zetterburn will just be way stronger with more time, but right now I don't think he's the easiest pick because everyone knows how to kill Zetterburn easily, and Zetterburn still has a kind of work decently hard versus everyone. Who's next? I'm gonna potentially be called a down player because I recently started playing Ranno, but I'm gonna play Ranno. Put Ranno, and I'm considering putting Fleet. Fleet could very well be here actually. These are basically tied to me. Fleet is the character I'm the least certain of, so I'm gonna rate her later. But let's talk about Ranno. So Ranno is very, very popular. He's one of the most played characters and very, very successful. He's my favorite character. I liked him since like day one. Not even because he was broken. Like in that build, he was far from like he was way closer to the bottom out of the 6 characters that were available than the top. But I think he's really fun. His peaks are very high. He can feel very, very suffocating to play against. Like he's super mashy. He has a lot of gimmicks that like take a while to get used to, like side B. Side B can be used legit too, but it can also like, you know, until you learn to know when the round is looking for them, side B is like the best, you know, tool in the game. Once you learn how to look for side B, it's like, wow, okay, this is good, but it's like high risk, high reward. In general requires a bit more, like, I feel like he requires more fundies than some of the other characters, and people are going to be really mad about that, but I think for him to be played properly, you have to play him like pretty reactive and with reaction tech chasing and like solid edge guarding, which is really fucking hard to be solid on in this game. And I think he also kind of struggles with doing actual sear to death combos. I think he's very good at doing like 4-hit combos, maybe even like 6-hit combos, like getting like 30-40% per hit. He really struggles going sear to 100, sear to 150. Even with big reads, he just like can't really get over the hump of the percent he needs. He needs like a couple solid hits, openings per neutral. He's very good at that, but it's just like, you know, this is in the A tier. He's very, very good now. I would even say this is like the top tier. I would just say slightly that. Biggest weakness, meh recovery. I would say maybe like the 5th worst recovery. Like worse. I think Orcane and Ranno are around the same tier in recovery, where they're very good when they work, but if they get red, they can die for it. Orcane does not have God recovery. Orcane has very, very good recovery when it works, but when you don't have puddle out, you can die the early set of any character. Fair, you can hit fair. Ranno bubble is amazing. Like you can save yourself with it. You can play around it. I think he has a lot of potential still. I could see Ranno be the best character in the game if some of the things in my head work out and some of the better characters get like weaker with time. But right now I would put him around here, 5th best character in the game. Solid top tier. Very, very strong, consistent, good tournament character as well, compared to like, you know, the characters below him, especially outside of Loxodont. So very, very strong, but I would not say that, like, personally, when I run into a Ranno, I'm like, oh, nice. Like, you know, they have to actually like outplay me to win. Now, Ranno's a very good character at playing you, but like at least I feel like I'm playing versus a human being when I play Ranno. He still needs to like dash dance, like they need to wave dash, they need to like tech chase, edge guard, like they need to have the fundies at a decent level to be threatening to me with Ranno. Right? Potential S to A. I think there's almost no way he ends up worse than A, but I'll put B just in case. Current strength, S to A. I think is very clearly S or A tier right now. Pros. Fast. Very even moveset. Like, he has nothing bad with him. Like, smashes are good. Tilts are good. Aerials are good. Specials are good. Like, nothing's bad outside of, like, special get up and ledge special. Great projectile. Good knowledge checks. So, like, Psybe, how to edge guard him is very knowledge checky. Like, you have a bunch of, like, weird moves, like down air, obviously side B. If you don't know how to play around bubble very well, you can lose out a lot of kills of, like, hitting a kill move. They go into the bubble. You don't react fast enough to follow up. Great edge guarding. If they nerf recoveries, I think Ranno might be the best character in the game. Like, it's like that. Like, he just can't exploit the best characters at recovering, but the characters he can edge guard, which is everyone below here, he's very good at. If you gander here down here, you might notice that all these characters are absolutely fucking broken at recovering. I'm just saying. Very consistent combos. Cons. Rare to touch of death. Average recovery. Pros. It's like little bit floatier. Him harder than average to combo. Rando's a little floaty. He's not actually floaty though. But he's harder to combo than Maypul, Orcane, Zetterburn. But he's also easier to combo than the rest. Rare touch of death, average recovery, horrible air mobility. This is a big one. You get juggled a lot. If you get hit off stage, you can't drift in and up B again. Like, if you hit Ranno's recovery, he actually dies a lot of the time, which personally I think is how recoveries should be. You should have a lot of mix-ups like Ranno does, but if you hit Ranno, he can just fucking die. I would say not amazing disjoints. Not a ton of disjoints. This isn't like a huge con, but like I think some of the best characters and some other characters just have bigger disjoints. So like the slow air mobility coupled with the meh disjoints means that when he's outranged, it's pretty clear that he's outranged. That's it though. Like, the strength in A tier is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. So, all right, next up we'll have Fleet. Fleet is pretty hard to rank. I play this character against this character and as this character probably the least amount of time. Like, versus Wrastor, like I played against Wrastor the least, I think, but I played a lot of Wrastor and I played against like Mr. R, who's a very good Wrastor. So I have a much better view on Wrastor than Fleet. I beat B-Bats just in rank the other day to make rank 1. Today, actually, not the other day. But I would still say that I just don't really feel comfortable speaking in absolutes about this character. But if what everyone else says about this character is true, then honestly, she seems to have some of the best like anti-heavy matchups in the game. She's really hard to combo because she's so floaty. Really hard to kill confirm for the same reasons. Is one of the only characters in the game, one of 2 or maybe 3, that has actual good knockback growth on their fucking moves. Like upper and back air and nair like actually kill at high percents. So she doesn't struggle with the problem that like, oh, you're at 150, you can't kill. Like, no, she actually just kills you eventually if she hits her kill moves, which is just so fucking weird that most characters don't do that. They just don't scale at all. Like, you can hit someone with a fucking, Orcane Nair at 200 and they won't die. Downer is a great edge guarding tool. Float makes you amazing in edge guarding. Like, Fleet might be like top 3 in edge guarding, maybe top 4. In general has amazing knowledge check, like amazing knowledge check. Like, playing as Fleet is the most annoying character, most different character for most people because she's new, right? And so people won't have Rivals 1, legacy knowledge. And in general, just like really awkward to play against. When you have the bomb on you, it's like really awkward to know exactly when to parry, exactly when to dodge to avoid it. The side beast, the same thing. I try to parry the second, the follow-up. I fuck it up all the fucking time. Same thing with like playing the game, recovering, and still watching out for like F smashes and up smashes, like when you're super far away. Just a lot of like really weird stuff. She forces you to play the game completely differently, which I think is a really, really strong pro. But that is something that I expect to be falling in the future. So I'm going to put in the future, I would say she's like B to D. But right now, I think she's S to A. She's very heavily represented at top level as well, especially considering how popular she is. And I actually want to learn Fleet a bit to just like learn more about the character. But yeah, like knowledge checks, floaty, consistent kills, great recovery, amazing edge guarding. I would say she probably has third best edge guarding. The more I think about it, she probably is slightly better than Ranno because she actually gets kills more. Ranno gets damage a lot from edge guarding, but I think Fleet is a little bit better edge guarding, especially versus like Kragg and shit. Safe playstyle, so like you can set up a lot from far away. You don't have to be up close and fight. Cons: slow, air mobility, a bit predictable once you played a ton versus her. This is like kind of a read, but this is what I feel like. I feel like she gets more and more predictable. I'm not going to speak too much on Fleet because it's a character I know the least about. So this is a decision that I'm making on the fly, and I've been thinking about this decision for a long time, and I've been playing a lot of Wrastor. And I have honestly decided I think Wrastor's worse than Clairen. I'll get to her, but let me talk first about what's broken about Wrastor, and then let me talk about Karen after. Okay, so Wrastor's potential is the highest in the game. Straight up. Wrastor's potential is number 1. God tier. Or A. So, what do I mean by this? Wrastor fully optimized is the best character. Not Karen. Is the best character in the game, in my opinion. He naspies you, he gets you from one hit, and then he fucking takes you into the sky, and he just fucking torques on you, right? However, we are humans, and the game is still very fresh, and I think mistakes on Wrastor, dropping a kill confirm, DIing badly on one hit, DIing badly on a smash, being a little bit too predictable, I think is very punishing for Wrastor. And right now, he's a lot more mortal than he should be, basically. And yeah, he does struggle with killing the most out of anyone in the entire cast. That doesn't mean that he always does, but like there are some rounds where they're legit at 200 and you just like you have to land the killing move. He's also a little bit slower, not in terms of horizontal speed or like pure speed. It's just like he just has some speed issues because his wave dash is not that fast and his jump height is really awkward, making it really hard for him to land on certain platforms. Like his potential is fucked up. His up B is fucked up. His down is fucked up. Like he's so fucking good. I just think that picking him up right now is really hard, and that's why most people don't do it. But if he was easy to play, he would be the best character in the game. He's just not easy to play. So he's going to be like characters that are not easy to play are not going to be as strong in the first patch of the game. That's just how it is. You might like fucking deny it all you want. Like, oh no, it doesn't matter how easy you are. At top level, everyone hits every single combo every time. But in reality, and I know this is a multiple EVO winner, people fuck up at the highest level all the fucking time. The most important matches is grand finals, and that is when you're the most nervous. That is when you drop the most shit. And I think that if there was an EVO tomorrow, that Wrastor player would drop shit, man. They would. And when they drop things, that Clairen and Kragg, that fucking drooling child on the sticks, they would be like, let me just do my simple shit. Clairen's just a pub stomper IMO. Most top players think she's mid. Yeah, most top players think Maypul's the best. I don't give a shit, man. How do you say that? You're literally at the top of ranks now. She also won the last coin box. How is she a pub stomper? Give me an argument. You won't. What is Clairen's weakness? There is none. There is no weakness whatsoever. She has 0 weaknesses in her entire kit. And she has some fucked up strengths. Why is Clairen so good? The biggest reason why Clairen's so good is because tippers are the worst fucking mechanic in the game. They are so easy to do. They require 0 fucking thought to confirm from. So when you play Clairen, you literally do a move, right? You assume it's going to weak hit because if it tippers, you have 4 seconds to confirm the situation. You can literally flail wildly, like literally look on Netflix on the other monitor, and then you hear the tipper sound and you look and you confirm. And I think that's such a fucking huge deal that you can, in this game that is really mashy, really hard to whiff punish in, almost every single character struggles with whiff punishing in this game because dash grabs are not very strong. Dash attacks don't knock over at low percent. Their jump cancel grabs don't go anywhere. So just flailing in this game is so fucking good. The thing with Clairen is her throw game is just too fucked up, man. She has like the best special pummel in the game. Forward throw and back throw lead to F smash with a DI mix up, killing you at 50. Down throw tech chases. Up throw true combos on like 90% of the cast into like 200%. All of her fucking sword hitboxes are absurdly active, which is not something most sword characters do. Most sword characters have low active frames. Clairen is fucking out there forever. And you can confirm which one hits, right? Like, oh, Nair was weak hit. Let me do that combo. Fair. Tippered on the second one. Let me combo, right? Amazing smashes. All of them kill early. You can tech chase with all of them. Absurd disjoints on every single move she does. Look, I already have it open here because this is the last character. I have not even looked at this. And I don't need to because I just know by playing this. Where is the hurt box on this? There is the hurt box. This is the jab that's safe when spaced. Gives you 4 seconds to confirm. The turquoise part is the tipper. Yeah. Look at this disjoint. The yellow part is where you hit her. All right, let's go next move. F-tilt. This is like her worst move, by the way. And, yeah. Look at the disjoint. Up tilt. I've not even looked at this. I already know. You can't hit this fucking character. 7 active frames. Completely fucking disjointed to an absurd fucking degree. Down tilt. She becomes a fucking tiny character. She becomes Maypul. Her head is covered by hitbox. F smash. Completely disjointed. Someone's gonna say Marth. No. Marth's hand is actually a lot easier to hit than Clairen. Completely disjointed. Down smash. Frame 8 startups. You can take reaction textures with it. Completely disjointed. Dash attack. Completely disjointed. Like, I'm just gonna show you guys like another top tier. Do you want to see how disjointed these characters are? Ranno has amazing tilts. But like, you see how the leg is like almost the entire way through here? You see how like Ranno up tilt moves backwards. It's maybe not the best example. But like, you see how his leg is all the way out here? The difference is Clairen has end leg, and is easy as fuck to floor hug. Recovery 28. Recovery 18. 24. Not 28. There's a dash attack, by the way. Down tilt. Recovery 15. Up tilt 19. F tilt 23. Still lower. Jab 18. There is no fucking way, by the way, that you said Clairen is easy as fuck to floor hug. There is no way you actively play this game still. She is literally by far and away the best character against CC. You do, like, you need a reality check. She is easily the best character. No, if you get tipper, you have more time to... You can't floor hug on tippers. If you hold down and you get tipper, like, I've watched the matches. People do not fucking floor hug. I'm so certain that I will look up right now. You can floor hug a tipper. I can't. Maybe you got the fucking cruel melee secret code. Let's just skip the grand finals. Oh wait, this is a fucking ultimate. If you can floor hug Clairen, I need someone to show me how. I need someone to show people in grand finals how. Why is it no floor hug? 10%. No floor hug. Let me speed this up. You can't floor hug obviously because in the air. Let's count the floor hugs to tip versus tippers. No floor hug still. No floor hug. No floor hug. No floor jab. Jab tipper, no floor hug. Okay, so an entire match with 0 floor hugs. He literally has never even been tippered in a spot where he can floor hug. Yes, because you can't. So why stay on the ground? That's the fucking point. He was on the ground, by the way. When you're teching on the ground, that's floor huggable. I don't really test in training mode. What training mode? I play against Clairen every day. Maybe you can time the SDI down on tippers, but you can definitely not hold down. They put it in the last patch notes, and it says you can only floor hug the initial hit lag and not the extra hit lag from tipper. Yeah, so you have to time it. Holding does not do enough, by the way. No tipper, no floor hug. Like, what the fuck are these kills, man? No floor hug? Like, this fucking... Like, being able to get a straight aerial and then getting a dash up grab is so fucked up, man. You cannot do that with an average character. Clarion tippers do so much fucking damage. She does so much more damage. See? No floor hug. Clearly held down. There's a random fair that led to kill. Because you have 4 seconds to confirm. No floor hug. She is easily, and I mean easily, the best character in the game against CC. What other Clairens combo like this? I played against several Clairens that combos like this. I mean, not every Clairen does the same combos, but she has like a gazillion good combos. Clairen is like one of the characters that sear to death to me the most. Yeah, like there hasn't been a single CC by the second heaviest character in the game. And again, her combos are way easier than most because she has fucking tippers that let you get 4 seconds. They might not be the easiest to learn, but the whole point is they might not be the easiest to learn, but once you do know the routes to go for, they're the easiest to confirm. Yeah, you can just see like tippers just break CC at any percent. It's just so fucked. Please find me a Clairen that isn't top 10 comment like this. I mean, Boyko is not top 10 probably, and combos like this. But obviously, the best players are going to be better at comboing. Like it's that doesn't say shit. Yeah, like see this at 10% or okay 14 tipper, and like clearly you can't go down. Up B, not floor huggable. I don't think we've seen a successful edge guard by Kragg, the best edge guarder in the game. Okay. That was Kragg recovery, not Clairen recovery. All right. We've stalled long enough. I think my Clairen is within 1 day the best in EU. That's not talking shit on anyone. That's just because I think that's true for every character in EU. Except, okay, maybe Wrastor, maybe Kragg. Like, characters in this game are easy, man. And Kragg and like especially Clairen is not that hard. I definitely picked up Setter 1 day in and like 10-0'd HD Spider in best of threes. No offense. That is different though, because Zetterburn is more natural to me than Kragg, for example. But also Kragg and Clairen are fucking baby characters. I don't even play her anymore. See? Easy top 1. Easy top 1. Clairen is fucking broke. But she isn't God. But like, if you think about it, not only is Clairen super consistent, super easy, broken recovery, broken edge guarding, ignore CC, absurd grab game, absurd damage dealing because of Tippers doing extra damage, best disjoints in the game, doesn't have as much range as a lot about more disjoints. And I think a massive thing is that I think Clairen is good against floaties. Her combos still work on floaties, and like, dude, her counters like half of Orcane's and Fleet's kit. Like, she's definitely their worst 2 matchups, which is really fucked up. And yeah, like, you can't fucking edge guard her. She's maybe the biggest abuser of wall tech. Super early kills. Like, she will kill you at like 50, 60, 70 more than almost anyone. And she has like she just eventually kills with Tippers too. Yeah, just like absurdly solid, absurdly big disjoints. I would say the one thing she doesn't have is not like turbo amazing out of shield options. Like, her aerials are decently fast, like Nair is 10 and Fair is 7, but they don't hit like super low. That is the one thing though, because her grab is amazing. Backer is pretty nasty out of shield, you're right. Especially because you can drift so far. Let's talk about the best character in the game by far. I'm memeing about Kragg. Also, let's look at what do the results say. 12, 12, 12. If you play ranked, you know that Kragg players are the most common. When I run into a Kragg and I play a master level Kragg, I think there's like a 50% chance they don't know how to wave dash or dash dance. And a lot of the time they will not short hop the entire game. I am so fucking dead ass, by the way. Top 0.2%. No, I am dead ass. If they know, they definitely don't do it. I am not kidding you. Their fundamentals is like 400 or 500 rating different than what they should be. You can definitely get to masters without wave dashing, short hopping. What Kraggs am I running into? All of them are ranked in every region. There's no way every silver and gold Kragg spams short off enemy all day. Yeah, the good ones spam full jump back here. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like, it is insane how little like a fundamental skill you need to be good with Kragg. And then he's also broken. Like, his short hop is amazing. His wave dash is amazing. His dash dance is amazing. His dash is fucking broken as shit. It is so absurd. Yeah, he's just, dude, Kragg is just, he's just unbelievable, man. I legitimately think that when you look at Kragg and you do the same thing, like if you do a 4-hit combo with Kragg and you do a 4-hit combo with anyone else in the game, he averages double the damage. I think his damage is legitimately an oversight, or like they didn't think about it. Because he doesn't have recovery in any of his moves. He has massive disjoints. Like, in my sleep, I woke up in a cold sweat. because the heavy has an aerial that looks like this. Dude, there's a fucking note. Massive disjoint cover back. Bro, like, you can even become a fucking framedata.com/fighter/Kragg writer without learning like proper sentence structure too. Like, that's how broken Kragg is. He's community noted in broken English. Okay, actually, it's proper English, but no one saw that. It's funny if I wrote that. I did not write that. Yeah, he has down B is fucking absurd. And if someone fucking tells me to down B, just parry down B, I will. Ooh, it's first active frame 22, which means that if you react to the first fucking frame, parry is like 6 frame startup. Bro, that is not reactable. You could not react to the first hit. You can react to the last couple hits, but those are way harder. And he can do it in so many ways. It's insane mental stack to be ready to parry this. Because, like, dude, look at how this is the first frame, bro. You're not reacting to this shit. You're still not reacting. Now you might notice if you're looking out for it. But, like, dude, that is so fucking hard. Yeah, I have no fucking idea what the fuck they're thinking about this character. Remember when we talked about Ranno, a top character who could maybe be argued to be, like, up here? You know how we said that his bubble is broken? Yeah. You can learn to play around the bubble. Sometimes you can even use the bubble to your advantage. You can throw them into the bubble, kill them. You can do a move that doesn't send exactly where the bubble is. You know what fucking Kragg does? Kragg summons an entire pillar with no cooldown because they added a cooldown to Ranno's bubble because it was too easy. But they didn't add a cooldown to up B for some reason. He summons a massive fucking pillar that you can wall stick anything on. And he can put it super far off stage, like when you're in between stocks. So you can't fucking kill him. You have to jump off stage just to hit a fucking pillar. Like with Ranno, you have to learn how to play around the bubble. Against Kragg, you have to go on a whole ass side quest, answer 3 riddles like, oh, to kill me at 180, you need to answer these riddles 3. Like, what the fuck is this? He summons a wall and I can't kill him, and no character in this game can kill upwards, basically. So if he summons a big fucking wall, like what? It's like I'm playing like in the bottom of temple, like in Melee. Like, I can't kill him. I have to jump past him to kill him. And he can take on the fucking rock too. His recovery is fucking absurdly broken. He can CC forever. His jabs lead to 60%. His nair leads to 60%. His fair leads to 60%. His dare leads to 60%. His upper leads to 60%. His neutral B leads to 60%. Side B, rock, neutral B, fucking up B can do it. His up throw is broken as fuck. Why the fuck can he go off stage with an up throw? Why does he have the best pummels in the game? By far, not even a question, because it's a chain grab. And then when the chain grab stops working, he gets either a dash attack or a fucking up smash. Or at the worst, he tech chases and has like a 2 out of 3 coverage option, no problem. Why does he have 3 spikes? Well, technically 4. Neutral B down, like down B, dare, rock downwards. And they're all broken in their own way. Why is he so fast? Why the fuck is he so fast? He has 6 spikes. Okay, sure. You're not helping your case, Matt. Like, I don't fucking get it, Matt. What the fuck are they thinking? And here's the thing. Some people will say that he's the worst character in the game. I'm going to ask you. Remember Genesis? Remember Genesis 10? When there was like 5 out of 6 Kraggs in top 6? I thought Kragg was the best character in the game. I thought he was going to win Genesis. I was gaslit by Cake Assault and other Rivals players saying, no, this is just how Kragg was. If you have Rivals 1 fundies, you will easily beat Kragg. He's just gimmicks. Cut to top 8. Kakasol comes forward. He's been eliminated by Kragg, I believe. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Only until after the event, people realize that Kragg was God. And then he gets slightly touched by some nerfs after being like God of gods. And then now he's the worst character in the game. If you have rival fundies, he's no longer good. Then what the fuck are all these results, man? Why are there 12 of them, bro? Hello? Why is he easily the most represented character in every region, at every level, from like fetus to fucking wise old sage? He's the best character. Let's be fucking real here. If Rivals players did not realize that Kragg was 4 tiers above everyone else in the Genesis build, then they are just stuck underrating him. He is the best character. Maybe he won't be the best character if we play the same version for 5 years. We will never play this version for 5 years. There's a patch in a month. This character is the fucking truth. He is the best. His punish game is a fucking war crime. His punish game is literally from another game. He does twice the damage per hit, and then he also gets like 7 hits in a true combo from a jab. Rock projectile is like Diddy Kong banana on like fucking crack. Like you can't pick it up. You can only hit it back. Kills easily. The Kragg is the only character that never ever get arthritis. He never struggles to kill. Never struggles to kill. Like he has 14 different moves that kill, and he is the character that's the best at killing from 0. Like if we take every single character in this, we take Clairen, Wrastor, Fleet, Ranno, Zetterburn, Lox, Orcane, Maypul, and Forsburn together. We pool all of the 0 deaths they have done, and you take one top level Kragg. I think the top level Kragg has more 0 deaths. I'm so dead ass, bro. I have seen 400 different routes to 0 death with Kragg. Maypul struggles to link throw into another hit. Dash attack doesn't combo into itself. And you're telling me Rivals 1 players are the truth? You're telling me that I just can't understand their fucking game because I haven't played Rivals 1? Wake up. Wake the fuck up. We're not playing on paper. We're not playing Rivals 1. We're playing in reality, and Kragg is the best. He lives forever. He kills from everything. You have to rush him down or he summons Rock. And you can't rush him down because he's a heavy that you can't make care if he gets hit. And he has absurd disjoints. The PM players know Kragg is busted? Yeah, they do. Because they have seen Donkey Kong and they know that this character is God Donkey Kong. He's fucking... What's the newest Dragon Ball power-up? He's fucking Ultra Instinct, Ego Mode Donkey Kong, Beast Mode Donkey Kong, Orange Piccolo Donkey Kong, plus Diddy Kong, DK Beast Mode. Insane to me that people are so slow to realize that Kragg is the best. It is legitimately just bias from old games where like heavy means bad. But why does heavy mean bad? Heavy mean bad because heavies get comboed more. They usually have dog shit recoveries. They have awful frame data. They don't have disjoints. They don't have good punish game because heavies are slow, so they can't, they can do big single hits. Like if you think about K. Rool, he's not 0 to deathing you. He's getting an F smash at low percent. He's doing one hit that does a lot of damage. Kragg's not like that. He's broken frame data. Spot dodge roll, all that shit is universal. Broken recovery. Projectile, so he has broken neutral. Massive disjoints. Massive combos. Is like one of the best at not getting combo because you can CC everything. His disadvantage isn't great. Okay. But that disadvantage also includes, like shielding and CCing in this game. And he objectively has some of the best CC. And his shield grab is the highest value in the game. And his great arrows out of shield too. And like if you juggle, like picture this: a Kragg is above you. Do you feel like you have an advantage, or are you like, when the fuck is he gonna pillar, man? Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck. Like it's literally the fucking Soto meme. Like you're literally doing this face when Kragg is above you. That is when you juggle Kragg. When he's off stage, just like do this picture, but like turn it. Because like he can just summon a fucking pillar. Like this is an average Kragg disadvantage. He's slightly off stage. His recovery is so fucking broken that instead of instantly snapping to the edge, he is like, I see. All right, let me first jump away from the stage. Up B, set up shop, text my friends, drink a cup of coffee, pull out a rock, throw a rock, cover the rock. Side B, I take no damage. I have super armor. You cannot fucking hit this. I can cancel this at any point. You hit me, that's cool. I land on the wall again. You hit me again, I wall tech on the wall. You hit me again, I wall tech on the wall. Okay, you hit me, no wall. Let me side B. Oh, you grab the edge. Let me wall jump. Let me double jump. Let me side B again. I'm on the stage. Up ES no cooldown. I'm back, baby. How much damage did you do? 0, because the fucking side B doesn't do any damage. Kragg doesn't get any true off pillar now. He's incredibly minus if he hits the ground. He's still really dumb to mix up. Yeah, but that's the point. That like to juggle characters, you have to jump, and then when you jump and you get up E, you're disadvantaged. You could die from that. Like even if it's a mix-up, I love all the Rivals players. Furries are some of the most liquid people in this world. They are the biggest subbers. They got so much fucking money. They fucking invented Pfizer, COVID vaccine. I love you guys. However, the Rivals 1 players that think they're better than you while achieving fucking nothing just because they played Rivals 1 and entered 100-man tournaments. Come on. It's been a month. Wake up. If you ain't achieving shit in Rivals 2, then you're just a has-been. Some of the Rivals 1 players are fucking amazing at Rivals 2. I will never not say that. But if you're still listing Rivals 1 achievements when talking shit, get the fuck out. Get out. Dude, this game is being run by like 2 Rivals players and then like 40 PM players and then like people from every Smash game. And Rivals 1 players think they're better than us because they played Maypul for longer. Like the character named Maypul instead of like Fox. All right, let's... Do you want to write up the Wrastor thing? I'm too lazy, man. I think Clairen, Wrastor, and Kragg are all just like pros. God himself. Hard to kill sometimes. Karen. Potential. Number 1. Number 4. Current strength. Number 2 to number 3. Pros. Baby mode. Marth. Freezes time so you can hit confirm. Ignores defensive mechanics like CC. Broken recovery. Cons. Biggest con is not being Kragg. Kragg. Potential. Number 1 until the next patch. Current strength. Number 1. Pros. Everything. Literally every single move Kragg has is amazing. Name a even mediocre move. You can't. Cons. Kragg is so broken that people assume you don't have to learn how to be a good player to win. This is still a skill-based video game, and being good is still the main decider behind winning tournaments, not character select screen. Kragg does make a good case, though. All right. I think we're ready. I think that's it. This game is all new. We could all still learn a lot. I'm speaking in some absolute terms now because I think it's funny. But at the end of the day, this game is still new. Still a lot of development. I don't blame anyone for getting anything wrong. I would love to look back at this and be like, wow, maybe if we could go back and play this version again with 2 years of experience, maybe it would be different. But at the end of the day, that will never happen. We will never, ever, ever play a version where we have 2 years of experience on a character in this patch. At the end of the day, we're playing the video game as it is now. And I can only judge the game from how it is now.